React doesn't know what your data represents. It only knows what's in the tree. When you render a list of components, React compares the new tree to the old one on every update. That comparison is position-based by default. Element 1 in the new tree matches element 1 in the old tree. Swap your data around, and React doesn't register that anything moved. It sees the same positions with different values and updates in place. Here's where it breaks. You've got a list of form inputs, each tied to a Todo item. The user types into the first field. The list resorts by priority. React updates stay correctly, but the browser element at position 1 hasn't moved. It's still the same element. The text the user typed is stuck to the wrong item now. I've shipped that exact bug. It survives code review because the data layer looks correct. A real user finds it on their worst day. The key prop is React's identity system for list items. When you give an item a key, React stops tracking by position and starts tracking by identity. If the item with key user 42 was at index 0 last render, and it's now at index 3, React knows it moved. It moved the existing element instead of destroying and recreating it. State stays attached. Input focus holds. Animations run correctly. The reconciler goes from educated guess to ground truth. Most people learn about keys, panic, and throw the array index at it. That's not a fix. The index of an item isn't its identity, it's its position. If you delete the first item, everything shifts up. The item that was at index 1 is now at index 0. React sees a key change. It unmounts and remounts that component, all state gone. And if you're filtering, sorting, or paginating, you've created the exact bug you were trying to fix. The rule is straightforward. Keys need to be stable, unique within the list and tied to the data itself. If your data comes from a database, use the records identifier. If you're generating items client-side, create a stable identifier when the item is created, not on every render. Never use random as a key. That gives React a different key every render and forces a full remount every time. The only time index is safe is a static list that never reorders, filters, or changes length. Audit your list renders right now. Search your codebase for the map and check every key. If it's missing, add one. If it's an index, whether that list ever changes order or length. If the answer is yes, find the stable identifier in your data. This isn't an optimization you do later. Key bugs don't crash your app. They corrupt user state silently. And when a user loses work they didn't save, they don't file a bug report. They leave.